Hello and welcome. I am Mr. Ponjul Zwalda and I am your geography teacher. Today we are talking about conventional signs and symbols that are used on topographical maps. Okay, so let's get into the lesson. So symbols are used to indicate features on topo maps, and so that means that the features might be shown in ways that might not be known to you, right? All you need is to understand what the symbols mean, and you can be able to read a map. So you need to understand the symbols to be able to understand or read a map. So the symbols we're talking about today are the ones that have been used by the NGI on all the topo maps that have been produced in South Africa. And it's a consistent set of symbols that have been used. So they don't change every now and then. They have always been the same. All right. So today we are going to get we're going to understand them and see what they mean and how to read them. Okay. So a collection of such symbols is referred to as either key or a legend. Different maps will have keys. Some will call it legend or some will call it references. Okay, so a typical South African topographic map looks like this one. And the signs are symbols. The signs and symbols are located down there. All of these are the signs and symbols. If you see this, if you understand them, then you will be able to read a topo map, a South African topo map easily. All right. So let's so these symbols are the way that they are seen from above. All right. So the symbols have been developed in such a way that it represents what a person will see when he is looking from the top of a map, or from when he is looking from the top, either from an airplane or from the top of a mountain. What you will see a feature as on ground. This symbols have been formulated to best represent features so that people are able to understand them. And this is why they are called conventional signs, because the signs that have been used for these symbols or for these keys that we use are signs that people can easily understand and relate to. Okay, so they are called conventional signs. All right. So these signs that we use can be divided into three types. Okay, so the signs and symbols that we use on our topo maps can be divided into three. The first is the line symbols. Now, these line symbols depict information such as roads, such as hiking trails, such as rivers, okay, such as walls, pipelines, and railway tracks, and all of that. Now, these kinds of symbols are referred to as line symbols because they show information about things that are linear, things that can be seen as a line, such as what I have mentioned. And that includes as well boundaries of countries, boundaries of provinces, and all of that. Okay, so boundaries as well can also fall under line symbols. Then we go on to the next type of symbol, point symbols. And these are symbols that usually represent a point on the map. And examples of this are like a building, or like a fire station, or like a shop, or like a building. As long as it is at a particular spot on the map, we use points to represent or to show those kinds of features. And every of such features are classified as point symbols. Then we also have the last one, which are polygon symbols. And polygon symbols are the symbols that show places that can only be represented or shown as symbols. For example, if you have the map of, say, a block, or I'm trying to think of a recreation ground, or of a cemetery, or for example, say an area. Okay, it can even be a body of water like a lake, right? Remember, a lake is not flowing, it is just a body of water that does not move. All right, that is what a lake is. You use polygons to depict features such as lakes. All right, so all of such symbols that are used to indicate this kinds of features are referred to as polygon symbols, and we would look at a few. Right now, here is a typical conventional sign and symbol table for South African maps. Okay, can you show me which ones are line symbols and which ones are point symbols, and even which ones are polygon symbols? So what do you think this one, the first one here, what kind of a symbol will this be, right? Look at them, all of them, this, that, and all of them, all the way to there, to this one. All of those are referred to as line symbols because they are showing either roads or benchmarks, and or bridges, or what do you call power lines, and all of that. Now, all of that can be represented by the use of lines. That's why they are called line symbols. And then you also have the one next to it down there, which is a built-up area. Can you see that we have used like rectangles to show that? Okay, so these kinds of symbols, like this one, the one that indicates a built-up area, those kinds of symbols will be polygon symbols, right? And point symbols will be things such as your police station, your post office, your worship centers and schools and all of that, okay? And so those are point symbols. And then you have a place such as symmetry. Look at that, a symmetry. What kind of a symbol is that? It falls under the same as that, which are polygon symbols. All right. So how maps show landscape features. Okay, I'm just going to show you an example here. This is a very good example. And this is a map, a picture of a place and how it is captured on a topo map. So look at that picture. So that map shows different features, all right, on the ground. You can see here on this picture, what do you think that is? Of course, you would know that that is a worship center, something like a church, isn't it? So look at how that church has been represented on a topo map. Okay, so look at that. What do you think is the church? The church, do you think it is that, or do you think it is that? Which of the two do you think it represents the church? At this point, it will be important to go back to your map symbols and to see which one has been used to represent the church. Okay, so going back to our map symbols, you can see that when you have something like this, look at that, is what you saw there on that map I showed you, the other slide. It was something like this. What does that mean? Do not mistaking that for a church because it looks like a cross. No, that actually represents monuments. Okay, it stands for monuments or wind pumps. You can see what they look like. So a church is represented by that symbol there, which is K, place of worship. And this comes from the South African language, Afrikaans. Okay, so most of our maps were developed back in the day, and these symbols were developed in that way. So this K represents kerk, I think, and kerk means church, okay, in Afrikaans. So when you see K, it represents a place of worship. So on that map, on that topographic map, the K there is the symbol that represents that church. And all of that here, these areas here, are the greenery you see there. And just in there, you have a monument at the middle of it. So that will be somewhere around here. All right. And so that is how you read symbols on your map. And more of those symbols are this. So you also have the symbols on any topo map that you come across that is produced by the NGI. And it's good to familiarize yourself with these symbols and what they mean. All right. So take time and go through all of this and you will be good. Right. So I will see you next time when we explore our world one lesson at a time. Cheers and bye-bye.